the process like on draft day? Who's sitting in that room, and who's the ultimate tiebreaker if there's disagreement in the room?
From the day we all started, Tim preached team decision making, and we've abided by that to a T. So we all feel confident in Tim Connolly as our leader, and his synergy with Josh is outstanding. And together, there really wasn't any dissension in the ranks last year. I don't expect it this year, but so much work goes into exploring possible trades. Last year when we dealt Evan Fournier and we got Aaron Aflalo, when we made the trade, the McDermott for these two guys, it can happen in such an instant.
Yeah.
And you really need to be prepared for so many different scenarios. We'll bring these guys in right now. We'll focus on a bunch. But if a no-brainer trade comes the eve of the draft, the day of the draft, we have to be prepared for that kind of stuff.
We cover every sport, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and everything in between. I have never heard so much lying as when the NBA draft comes around. I'm not calling you a liar, but
everyone else.
I mean, every time the
in
phone rings, aren't you waiting for somebody to lie to you?
Yeah, and it's funny because with the media, so much information is disseminated. How do you make head or tail of it?
Yeah.
And you even back when we were talking about doing the background intel work on players, you need the right sources. You need to know when you're hearing a likely truth. And you talk to a college coach, and most of the time they're going to praise their kids.
Sure.
Or you read articles on the internet. They're saying their team is expecting to have this guy available. There's no way this guy's getting beyond there. It's hard. I'd say maybe 40% of it you can rely on.
So there is a lot of lying.
I don't know if I call it lying.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to ask for the truth, because it's a complete hypothetical.
Yeah. So no more lying, Jim.
No more lying. If you had the number one pick in the draft, who would you take?
One of those three guys that most people are into.
So Okafor,
Towns, or Russell.
who'd be the best fit for your team?
I don't.
You don't like answering this question, do you?
Man,
I'm not
we
asking
could
you
move up to 1, 2,
I'm
and
not
3.
gonna-
We could move up there.
This is painful.
You know what?
Yeah.
Wait. Did you hear what he said? You're moving up in the draft?
Could
We
move
just
up
broke
there.
news here. This is great. Les, good job. We cornered him.
This is going viral, buddy.
That's
Oh,
great.
my goodness.
Let's get off that. Let's talk NBA Finals. Which, outside of the obvious, outside of LeBron James and outside of Steph Curry not playing like an MVP.
Well, let me ask you.
Okay.
If Golden State wins Game 2, the tone of this conversation is so different.
Probably.
It all hinges on a couple possessions.
Agreed.
Yeah, but if LeBron hits a shot in Game 1, we're talking 3-0.
Yeah. And if
My dad always told me the word "if" 2 letters, but it's the biggest word in the English language.
And my dad used to say, and if the Queen of Spain had testicles, she'd be the king.
You had to go there.
So